One of the most offbeat stories that I was anticipating in 2020 was Gulabo Sitabo, directed by Shoojit Sircar, starring a deadly acting combination of legend Amitabh Bachchan and in-form Ayushmann Khurrana in lead roles. The movie title is based on the popular puppet show which traces its roots as far as the 17th century, originating from the village of Pratapgarh in Prayagraj, then known as Allahabad. The puppet show focuses on two women, Gulabo, a worn-out and overworked spouse, and Sitabo, an enchantress and mistress of her husband, constantly arguing and bickering. Other articles showcase the puppet show as conflict between two warring sisters-in-law that through their unique situation and relationship presents lessons about social evils. The movie, taking inspiration from the constantly in conflict relationship of the original source material, focuses on a grumpy landlord Mirza, played by Amitabh Bachchan, who holds his dilapidated mansion in Lucknow sacred, but he has many problems in the form of tenants. One sticking out like a sore thumb is Banke, played by Ayushmann Khurrana, stubborn and squatting in the mansion. The oscillating relationship, the constant squabbles, and how it develops as key characters take drastic decisions, leading to a big penultimate sequence, is the premise of Gulabo Sitabo. Here's me telling you the good and bad aspects so that you guys can ultimately decide whether the movie is worth it or not. The underwhelming aspects. Inconsistent speech. What you will notice in many Ayushmann Khurrana appearances is that he lends a creative suggestion so that his characters in films can stand out. For example, he felt that his character in Bala was a bit bland, so he suggested that he should be a mimicry artist to bring an interesting layer to the character. Similarly, in this film, even though Ayushmann Khurrana is extremely comfortable with the speech originating from Lucknow, but his character Banke has a lisp as well, which oscillates from scene to scene. In one-on-one sequences where he has lengthier dialogues, the lisp stands out, but seems to dissipate in other scenes. The character trait necessarily did not enhance anything substantial for the movie. It's a slow burn. One thing that you will definitely experience is the movie's slow pace. The movie takes time for you to fully understand the eccentric personalities in the Haveli, the government officials meandering like nosy hawks, the dynamics among several relationships, and the city of Lucknow and its undeniable charm. It takes time for us to fully understand, feel, and empathize the broad range of characters Shoojit Sircar and Juhi Chaturvedi present, which made me also think that this may be a medium issue as well. While I saw the streets of Lucknow, the way characters interact with each other, the sense of community, most importantly, the understated and realistic interactions, the fact that the movie was meant for a theatrical release makes me believe that it won't be fully appreciated on the OTT platform. There is a sense of restlessness in OTT viewing, wanting to get into the thick of things faster, wanting to be stimulated immediately. The comfort of our home and an easy access to a pause or fast forward button takes away the charm of a movie in a theater that is intended to be a slow burn. The good. Lucknow and its charm. An aspect that undeniably stands out in the film, as if a character itself is the beautiful city of Lucknow. The city of Nawabs really is presented in such a beautiful way by cinematographer Avik Mukhopadhyay. The city has in many ways preserved its history, especially if you notice the visuals of the structures in the backgrounds of several frames, mostly monuments or heritage sites that lend the age-old charm to the city. You will also appreciate the art direction by Pradeep Jadhav and set decoration by Harshvardhan Purohit, specifically the way they have set the dilapidated Haveli, an age-old structure that despite its deteriorating state possesses an odd allure with its vibrant colors that contrast with its cracking walls. The city, the structures, and the writing of the characters will definitely stay with you. Performances. Before I get into the performances of the lead duo, I have to talk about the capable supporting cast of talented actors in this film. Shrishti Srivastav as the street-smart, capable and motivated Guddo presents a sense of comfortability in front of camera, which was extremely refreshing to witness. Brijesh Kala, the veteran actor who plays the lawyer, presumably assisting Mirza, possesses the demeanor and speech as if actually a lawyer from Lucknow. His insistence to help and smugness with information will remind you of many smartasses you have come across. The supporting characters that steal the show, however, are Vijay Raj as Gyanesh Shukla, the archaeological department official that has keen interest in the property, and Farooq Jafar as Begum. You might remember her from Photograph, the owner of the Haveli in this case. Both the characters stand out due to their interactions with others, which I will come to later. Now coming to the two leads, see, Ayushmann Khurrana is in his element in this film. He is comfortable and you have seen him as this archetype character in many films. He never falters and genuinely has mastered the boy from UP in many films. I would like to see more experiments from him like Article 15 in the future. The star undoubtedly of the film is Amitabh Bachchan as Mirza, a man who at 77 is doing such transformative roles. The man completely strips down from the persona and legend that he is known as and embodies the constantly bickering, naive and greedy landlord of the Haveli. The sense of effort and energy required for such a role and the ease with which he executes it, you can only praise the legend for this effort. Chemistry and interactions. What stands out as a strong quality of this film is the interaction among several characters. Mirza cutting off the electricity of the tenants because he hasn't got 3 months rent. Banke's sister Guddo giving him the lowdown of how things are actually transpiring, breaking his delusional bubble. The constantly argumentative relationship of Mirza and Banke, one calling him a chooza and the other calling him a lichard. The coolest of the lot being Begum, tolerating Mirza as he inquires about who is alive from her family, sneakily wanting to cover all bases when it comes to the inheritance of the Haveli. These characters are extremely simple-minded, and their world revolves around the petty arguments and squabbles on a daily basis, a reality of many in the country. The interactions are not meant to have extremely hilarious punchlines or independent gags that will make you roll on the floor laughing. It's meant to showcase how real people would interact with one another if coexisting for one cause on a daily basis. A reflection of human nature. It's important to understand that this film is from the genre of satire. What is that now? The genre which utilizes humor or irony to expose people's vices. A movie that through its comedy and interactions among several characters provides a spitting image of the ugly reality of human nature. An example of a film that honestly according to me is the best in this genre was Peoply Live, through comedy shedding light on the plight of farmers in the country. Gulabo Sitabo, through the unique characters and settings, sheds light on the basic human characteristic that more or less leads to anyone's downfall. Greed. Where a film like OMG, Oh My God directly calls out factions for their hypocrisy, this film aims at exposing the frailties of humans through their actions, resulting in a very understated visual treatment. If you are fans of satire and can see beyond the surface of the eccentric characters and their squabbles, this movie aims at highlighting something deeper about human nature, which I'm sure a section of society will connect with. In my opinion, this film is not close to being Shoojit Sircar's best work, but definitely is an enjoyable viewing experience with some brilliant performances. And that was the video, guys. Write down in the comments below what you thought about the movie. Please don't forget to follow me on Instagram. The handle's right in front of you. Follow me at JammyPants4. Also, please support us by smashing the like button and subscribing to our channel for weekly content ahead. Thank you for watching.